The boutique smelled faintly of lavender and fresh linen, the scent mixing with the soft hum of air conditioning. Sunlight streamed through the tall windows, highlighting the delicate shimmer of silk dresses and the muted sparkle of sequin tops. Clara wandered slowly, letting her fingers brush over the fabrics. She had promised herself this small indulgence, a birthday treat, just a simple escape from her busy life. The store was quiet. Very quiet. Only the soft piano music played in the background, and somewhere near the counter, the gentle clink of hangers being adjusted. Clara enjoyed moments like this, where the world seemed to pause. She held a deep emerald dress against herself and examined it in the mirror. The fabric was smooth, cool against her skin, and the color brought out the warmth in her eyes. As she adjusted the hem, she noticed Ethan near the counter, speaking in low tones to a woman she didn't recognize. Clara tried to tell herself it was nothing, a business call, a friend she hadn't met, but the way he leaned in slightly, the careful glance he gave around the boutique, made her heart thump with unease. She stepped back into the curtain of the fitting room, pretending to adjust the dress in the mirror, but her ears were straining. Then she heard it. She didn't notice. The loan went through. The words were soft, almost casual, but the sharpness beneath them made Clara freeze. Her hand pressed against the fabric of the dress as if it could ground her. She couldn't see their faces fully, only the movements, the tilt of the head, the slight pause as Ethan whispered again, as if checking no one else could hear. Her mind raced. Loan? What loan? And who was that woman? Why didn't he tell her? The rational part of her mind wanted to dismiss it, perhaps it was a work matter, but every instinct in her body screamed that this was personal. Clara stepped out of the fitting room, holding the emerald dress tightly against her. By the time she emerged, Ethan was standing alone, pretending to examine scarves with casual interest, his expression neutral. The woman had disappeared as if she had never been there. Clara left the boutique, her shopping bag in one hand, her mind a whirlwind. She tried to remember the details, replaying the whisper over and over, analyzing each word, each pause, each subtle inflection. It wasn't just the whisper, it was the secrecy, the way he had spoken as though she was entirely unaware. Back at home, Clara sat on the edge of the bed, the emerald dress draped over her lap. The room was quiet, but her mind was anything but. She wondered if she was imagining things. She wondered if she had misheard. But the clarity of his words haunted her. The loan went through. She tried to focus on something else, opening a book she had started weeks ago, but her thoughts kept drifting back to Ethan and the mysterious woman. Her heart ached with a mixture of curiosity, fear, and betrayal. Was he hiding something? And if so, why? That night, sleep was impossible. Clara lay awake, listening to the familiar creaks of the apartment, to the soft ticking of the clock, but every shadow, every sound, seemed amplified. She imagined scenarios, some mundane, some alarming, and could find no comfort. By morning, Clara knew she couldn't ignore it. She had to uncover the truth, but she also knew she had to be careful. Confronting Ethan without proof would only create tension. Following him blindly might betray her trust. Still, she needed answers. And so, with a deep breath, she decided to watch, to listen, and to discover what secret had passed in that quiet boutique, hidden behind a curtain, in a whisper she couldn't unhear. Little did she know, that whisper would set in motion a chain of events that would challenge everything she thought she knew about trust, love, and the fragile secrets people keep. Even from those they loved the most. The next few days passed in a hedge of unease for Clara. Every morning, she woke with the echo of that whispered phrase in her mind, the loan went through. It had lodged itself in her thoughts like a sharp stone, impossible to ignore. She tried to focus on her work, her friends, even the errands she had scheduled, but every familiar sound and shadow seemed to remind her of Ethan and that mysterious woman. She noticed things she hadn't paid attention to before. Small details, like how Ethan's phone always seemed to buzz when she was nearby, or how he would glance toward the door when a message came through. Receipts appeared in the trash that didn't match their usual spending. A business envelope was hidden in a drawer, its contents never fully explained. Clara's imagination spun wild scenarios, each more dramatic than the last. Had Ethan taken a secret loan? Was he hiding financial trouble, or something worse? The rational part of her reminded her that she had no proof, that she was only following fragments, only chasing shadows. But the voice of doubt was louder than reason. By Friday, she could no longer resist. She needed to see for herself what was happening. She followed Ethan discreetly as he left the apartment that evening. He said he was running errands, but Clara had learned to sense the small tells that revealed when someone was avoiding questions. He drove to a cafe downtown. Clara parked a few blocks away, trying not to look suspicious, and observed from behind a large ficus tree outside. From her vantage point, she saw him enter the cafe, where the same woman from the boutique was already waiting. Her stomach clenched. She thought of confronting them, of storming in, demanding answers, but she held back. She wanted the truth, but she didn't want to create a scene that might destroy the fragile trust she still clung to. She watched them talk. At first, Ethan's posture was tense, his shoulders tight, fingers drumming nervously on the table. The woman leaned in, her voice soft and reassuring, punctuated by gestures that suggested patience and understanding. Clara could only catch fragments of their conversation. "Don't worry, it will be fine. She can't know yet. It's all ready." Clara felt her chest tighten. Every fragment made the picture seem darker, more secretive. Yet there was something in Ethan's expression she hadn't expected, relief, almost like a weight had been lifted from him. Clara left before being noticed, her mind a whirlwind. She began noticing small patterns at home as well, Ethan's subtle gestures, the way he sometimes lingered on the phone before stepping away, the anxious energy that seemed to fade once he finished a call. The days became a careful dance. Clara tried to act normally, but every whispered conversation, every hidden glance, heightened her anxiety. She replayed the boutique moment in her mind endlessly, each time imagining the worst. Then came a small, unexpected interaction. Clara was at the local grocery store when she saw Ethan speaking quietly with a man she didn't recognize. Their voices were low, but she could catch a few words. "She has no idea yet. It'll be a surprise." The surprise. The word lingered in her mind. Perhaps she had been imagining a betrayal. Perhaps Ethan was planning something he thought would make her happy. Clara felt a mixture of relief and frustration. She wanted to believe that, but years of experience had taught her that surprises often carried hidden costs. And still, she couldn't shake the nagging suspicion. That night, she confronted Ethan gently, trying to sound casual. "You seem preoccupied lately. Is everything okay?" Ethan's face flickered for a moment, surprise, guilt, maybe fear. He smiled, trying to appear casual. "I'm fine. Just work stuff, nothing for you to worry about." Clara bit her lip. "Really?" she asked softly, searching his eyes for truth. "Yes, really," he said, but the tightness in his jaw betrayed him. Clara knew she would need to discover the truth herself. She decided she wouldn't rush, wouldn't accuse, but she would watch, observe, and piece together the fragments of secrets and whispers until she understood the full story. Little did she know, the truth was closer than she thought, and it would not only surprise her but also touch her heart in ways she had never expected. The tension had been building for days, each moment a weight pressing down on Clara's chest. She had watched, waited, and followed Ethan quietly, piecing together fragments of his secret life. But now, she felt she had to know the truth, no matter how shocking it might be. That Saturday, she decided to confront reality directly. Under the guise of running errands, she followed Ethan to a quiet corner of the city, where he entered a small, unassuming cafe. Clara lingered across the street, pretending to read the news on her phone, but her gaze never left him. Inside, she saw the familiar figure, the woman from the boutique. Her posture was calm, her movements deliberate, but there was a warmth in her gestures that Clara hadn't noticed before. Ethan approached the table, a soft tension in his shoulders, and whispered something that made Clara's heart lurch. "It's done. She'll never find out, not yet." Clara felt a pang of anxiety, mixed with the fear that she had been right to doubt him. Yet as she watched, something unexpected happened. Ethan's face softened. The tension in his shoulders melted into relief. He exhaled slowly, the weight of secrecy lifting off him in a subtle, human way. Curiosity and fear collided, and Clara stepped forward. She entered the cafe under the pretense of ordering coffee, moving closer to their table. Ethan turned, startled, his eyes widening when he saw her standing there. "Clara." He began, his voice faltering. The woman smiled gently. "I think it's time she knew," she said softly. Clara blinked. The warmth in the woman's tone was disarming. She looked again, carefully, and realized she knew the face, Margaret, Ethan's late mother's best friend. She had been part of his life since childhood, guiding him, protecting him, supporting him. Margaret extended a folder toward Clara. "Clara, I promise, this is not what it seems," she said. "The loan, it wasn't for anything harmful. Ethan wanted to help an old friend's struggling bakery. He wanted it to be a surprise for both of you, a way to bring joy and give back to the community." Clara's chest tightened, and the tension in her body wavered. Relief battled with guilt. Had she been wrong to suspect him? Ethan stood and stepped toward her, his eyes glistening with emotion. "Clara, I should have told you," he whispered, his voice shaking. "I just wanted it to be perfect, a gift we could share together. I wanted you to see the joy firsthand, without worrying or doubting." Clara's throat constricted as tears welled up. All the anxiety, all the suspicion, all the moments of tension, the whispered words in the boutique, the hushed conversations at the cafe, the mystery woman, culminated here, in a revelation more emotional than she had imagined. She swallowed hard, struggling to speak. I thought you were hiding something terrible." "I was afraid," she admitted, her voice trembling. "I know," Ethan said softly, reaching for her hands. "I should have trusted you with the truth. I never wanted you to feel scared or betrayed. It was only meant to be a surprise, a way to make us happy together." Clara's tears spilled freely now, but this time they were tears of relief, of understanding, and of love renewed. She looked at Ethan, really looked, and saw the sincerity etched into every line of his face. Margaret smiled, sensing her work was done. "Sometimes secrets are meant to bring joy," she said quietly, "not pain. But the truth always finds a way to surface." The cafe seemed to fade around them. The whispers, the tension, the fear, they all melted into a new clarity. Love, trust, and connection stood at the center, stronger than any doubt. Clara laughed softly, a mixture of relief and exasperation. Next time, no more secrets, okay? Ethan smiled, brushing a stray hair from her face. Next time, I promise. No more secrets. For the first time in days, Clara felt peace. The whispered phrase, the anxiety, the unexpected interactions, it had all led to this moment of truth, of understanding, and of love reaffirmed. The days after the revelation passed with a strange mix of relief and awkwardness. Clara and Ethan returned home from the cafe, carrying not just the folder from Margaret, but also the weight of emotions that had been building for weeks. The quiet of their apartment, which had once felt comforting, now felt almost fragile, as though the walls themselves were holding their breath. Clara sat at the edge of the sofa, the emerald dress from the boutique folded neatly beside her. Ethan paced the room, occasionally glancing at her, searching for a sign that everything was okay. Finally, he stopped and crouched in front of her. I know I've made things complicated, he said, his voice low and careful. I should have told you from the beginning. I thought I was protecting you, but I see now that I was only making you worry. Clara exhaled slowly, feeling the tension in her chest loosen. I know you didn't mean to hurt me, she said softly, her fingers brushing his. But hiding things, even for a good reason, makes it hard to trust sometimes. Ethan nodded, his eyes glistening. I understand. And I'll never keep anything like that from you again. I promise. They spent that evening talking, sharing not only their feelings about the secret loan but also their own fears, their worries, and their hopes. Clara admitted how anxious she had felt, how the whisper in the boutique had haunted her, and how she had feared losing him in ways that weren't even real. Ethan shared his intentions, his desire to create a surprise that would bring joy, and his regret for the worry he had caused. As the days passed, the couple began to reconnect in small, meaningful ways. They visited the bakery that Ethan had secretly funded, watching the owner's face light up as they stepped inside. The smell of fresh bread, the warmth of the ovens, and the laughter of the staff reminded them of what truly mattered, the joy of giving and sharing life together. Unexpected interactions became moments of bonding rather than suspicion. A neighbor asked Ethan about his secret project, and Clara smiled knowingly, letting him explain without revealing all the details. They laughed together, teasing each other about the drama of the boutique and the cafe, realizing how quickly a simple misunderstanding could spiral into anxiety. Clara also reflected on her own reactions, realizing how her imagination had turned shadows into threats. She recognized the strength in being patient, in observing and seeking the truth before jumping to conclusions. Ethan, in turn, understood the importance of honesty and transparency, even when his intentions were pure. The couple's trust, once frayed, began to mend, stronger than before. Their relationship had been tested, stretched to its limits, but the challenge had only deepened their bond. Every small smile, every shared glance, every gentle touch became a reaffirmation that they were partners, not just in life, but in facing the unknown together. By the end of the week, Clara felt a sense of peace she hadn't experienced in months. She hung the emerald dress in her closet, a quiet reminder of the day she had first overheard the whisper. The memory no longer brought anxiety, instead, it symbolized the journey they had taken, through doubt, fear, and secrecy, toward understanding and love. In quiet moments, she caught Ethan's eye and felt the unspoken reassurance between them. No more whispers, no more shadows, just the certainty that they could face whatever came next, side by side. Weeks had passed since the whisper in the boutique, the secret loan, and the emotional confrontation at the cafe. Life had slowly returned to its quiet rhythm, but it felt different now, lighter, warmer, and more connected. Clara and Ethan had settled into a new understanding. Their mornings were no longer rushed and distracted. They lingered over coffee, sharing small joys, discussing little plans, and laughing over trivial things that had once seemed insignificant. The bakery Ethan had secretly funded had flourished under its new support, becoming a symbol of hope and, to Clara, a symbol of Ethan's thoughtful intentions. One golden afternoon, they sat together at the bakery, watching the sunlight pour through the wide windows. The scent of freshly baked bread mixed with the faint aroma of flowers from nearby stalls. Clara held Ethan's hand, feeling the steady pulse of reassurance and love. "You know," Clara began softly, a small smile playing on her lips, "it's funny. That whisper in the boutique, it caused so much anxiety, but it also led us here. Somehow, it brought us closer." Ethan chuckled, squeezing her hand gently. "I guess secrets aren't always bad," he said, his eyes warm. "Sometimes, they're just surprises waiting to be shared. But I promise, no more of the kind that make you worry." Clara laughed lightly, leaning into him. "Next time, I want to hear everything, even if it's boring," she teased. He kissed her forehead, his lips lingering in a tender gesture of reassurance. "Everything, I promise," he said softly. As they sat in quiet companionship, watching the bakery bustle with life and joy, Clara reflected on the journey they had shared, the whispered secret, the tension, the doubts, and the eventual revelation. She realized that love wasn't just about trust, it was also about understanding, patience, and the willingness to face uncertainty together. Outside, the world continued in its usual rhythm, but inside this small bubble of warmth, everything felt safe and complete. Even the memory of the whisper no longer carried anxiety, it had transformed into a reminder of how far they had come. Clara looked up at Ethan, her eyes shining. "No more secrets, really?" she asked, half joking, half serious. Ethan smiled, brushing a loose strand of hair from her face. "Really? No more secrets." And for the first time since that quiet afternoon in the boutique, Clara felt completely at peace. Life, she realized, would always have whispers, small mysteries, and unexpected moments. But with trust, honesty, and love, even the shadows could be transformed into light. And hand in hand with Ethan, she knew they could face anything together. The sun set behind the city skyline, casting a golden glow over the bakery, over the street, and over the life Clara and Ethan were building together, a life where love was stronger than fear, and where secrets had become stories of hope, surprise, and connection.